Hello there! Today I'll be reacting to a video called Erika Vikman is coming for Eurovision by the channel of Overthinking It. It's quite a long video, 33 minutes long, so it's gonna be super interesting. And before we start, I wanna thank especially Elina that sent me an email recommending me this video. Paljon kiitos, Helena. Let's check out the video. Let's learn something new.
We're doing Finland for the third time in a row? Why in the Helsinki would we do that? Well, Carria in 2023 was maybe the most important Eurovision act of the decade, and Windows 95 Man in 2024 helped a parallel universe version of me save the world in last year's augmented reality game, Apocalypse Now. All the clues are hidden in last season's videos if you have way too much time on your hands. But why are we covering Erika Vikman in 2025? Well, it's not because Finland is one of the favorites this year, although it is, and it's not because Erika has written the greatest song about female pleasure since WAP. And it's not because I've been bribed by the Finnish tourist board with a lifetime supply of their irresistible licorice and black pepper candy. No, it's because Komme seems like something Quagmire might have written. But it required us to contact a university professor and a government
Bro, that's crazy. 33 minutes long to examine that song. What the hell? This is gonna be so great.
Researcher to decipher the linguistic and sociological details. More importantly, after sending only dudes since 2018, Finland is sending not only a woman, but a feminist icon. And she is putting the XX into XXX in a big way. I'm Matt Rather, and this is Overthinking Eurovision. What the hell, Finland?
Bro, why would you just bite into it? You have to savor it first and then just at the end give it a bite. And then you have the explosion of Erika Vikman's pleasure in your mouth.
Erika Vikman had a few early brushes with fame. In 2003, she was interviewed on a Kids Say the Darndest Things style show, where she said her dreams
Bro, she wasn't even famous as a child.
Were to be a veterinarian and to own a cell phone. I feel like one of those could still happen for her. At the age of 16, she landed a role on the Finnish drama series Parasta Aika.
Oh, it looks like...
She landed...
The guy looks like Cheek. As I don't know, the father of Cheek.
A role on the Finnish drama series Parasta Aika.
Sit sä voit tälleen notkistaa selkääs ja voihkit.
Oh, that's how she learned.
No, mä en kyllä kauheasti tuntenut mitään.
But Erika's first big success was as a tango singer. She won the girls' division in the 2008 junior tango competition, got second place in the prestigious Tango Markkinat competition in 2015, and won Tango Markkinat in 2016, earning the title
no
of
idea she was that
Tango
famous.
Queen. And I know what you're saying. How...
Bro, she was so skinny back then. Oh my god.
Earning the title of Finland's Tango
Doesn't
Queen.
Even look like her.
I know what you're saying.
That's
How
crazy.
big could tango be in Finland, which is a 17-hour flight away from Buenos Aires? Well, the year that Erika was crowned, over 105,000 people attended the competition. It turns out that tango is huge in Finland. But just as
Bro, I want to check out this kind of stuff. I want to get more into Finnish TV.
Candy bears little resemblance to what I would describe as candy, Finnish tango is a whole different...
The best candies in the world, bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
...dance from what Arnold Schwarzenegger did with Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies. Here is the legendary Finnish composer Kaija Saariaho to explain it.
All what is fiery and strong and quick in Argentinian tango has been replaced by sadness and longing and deep sorrow in the Finnish tango.
Sounds fun. Let's spend like 5 minutes discussing it. So basically, tango was big everywhere in Europe pre-World War II. After the war, most countries let the tango slink away with a rose clutched between its teeth. But in Finland, it just got bigger and bigger. In 1964, the two most popular records in the country were All My Lovin' by the Beatles and In 2003, a linguist at the University of Helsinki wrote a book to explain why Finns loved the dance so much. While the Argentine tango lyrics are mainly reflections of psychological depth and descriptions of man's mental states here and now, the Finnish tango lyrics prefer the idea of nostalgia, living in memories, or living in a dream that yearns for a state without worries and problems.
Love
in 2016, one of the songs Erika
Amazing.
sang to become the tango queen was Under These Stars. Here's a lyric. Argentina is like the tango. It can...
Bro, I mean, that's crazy. It's like a whole different person. Now she's always singing like very sexual songs. I don't mind it. I mean, her songs are so great. Oh my god, I love Munisa. I love Chicholina. Komme, bro. But it's so different. What the hell? Wow. There should definitely be, I mean, this is the perfect video actually, because she really deserved a video like that. I didn't know that she went through such an evolution. So cool.
Express every emotion there is, from love to joy to soul-crushing depression. And Finland is like the tango. It can express every emotion there is, soul-crushing depression. It's also apparently a great way for introverted men to touch butts.
If you just come a bit closer, please. Like this.
Okay, Finnish David Lynch, you can't just molest some poor German reporter and call it a dance. But seriously, at least until the invention of Tinder,
That's
the
what they
tango
always
seems
did.
to be one of the few ways Finns were comfortable flirting.
You know, many people, many lovers, that was the first time they touched each other's.
So if Finnish tango is so popular, have the Finns ever sent one to Eurovision? The answer is not really. In 2004, they sent Jari Sillanpää, who was the tango king in 1995. Jari's song was called It Takes Two to Tango, but it was not a Finnish-style tango.
Oh!
Way too happy to represent Finland. Then, in 2011, the previous year's tango king, Marko Manuksela, competed in the national selection with a song that had the very Finnish title, Tango of the Gloomy Land. Just go ahead and make this the new national anthem. I'm crushed this wasn't selected, especially since
Hey, it
Finland's
sounded pretty
actual
good.
Eurovision song that year was Cringe for the Ages.
I'm going out in the world to save our planet.
Surprisingly, Finnish tango gets a
Bro, what the hell? Okay, fine. 2011 probably was the time where Greta Thunberg rise, but still, come on. Don't be such a simp.
shout out in Sweden's Eurovision song this year, which is sung by 3 Finns. Arja Saijonmaa is a Finnish singer who was famously hot in the 1970s. She's not known for tango singing, but she was the perfect reference in this song for 2 reasons. One, she was mainly popular in Sweden, so it's sort of a meta joke about Finns crossing over. And she actually wrote a book all about saunas. Just last year, the 80-year-old Arja had a spread in Vogue Scandinavia about her love of saunas. Okay, so why are we spending so much time talking about the Finnish tango? Is Ich Komme a tango? Well, no, but it is about a horizontal tango. Sorry, I'm a dad now, I had to do it. No, seriously, the unique role of the tango singer in Finnish society actually connects to Erika's career as a pop star. Let's take a look at a segment from the American news program 60 Minutes.
I've reacted to it. Go and check it out. Maybe I will put it at the end of this video or sometimes throughout the video. It was a very interesting video, a very cool documentary.
Way back from 1993, which begins with a hell of an opening line.
With a good part of Europe going to hell in a handbasket of ethnic and religious bloodshed, we've decided to visit a place where, if people don't exactly love their neighbors, they at least live in peace with them.
Yeah, why can't you be more like Finland, Yugoslavia? Oh, that's why. One thing 60 Minutes makes very clear is that, compared with the Finns, even the most emotionally stunted American is Mr. Rogers.
Do people tell each other that they love each other?
No. Oh my God, no.
But here's the interesting part. Because Finns generally will not gush about their feelings, the tango singer has to do it for them.
He or she says things that no mere civilian would dare utter publicly or even
You're a
privately.
civilian.
Somehow I feel when I sing tango that I'm talking with their lips. They are not speaking their side, but they would like to say the things I'm saying, maybe.
Erika's music post-2016 moved pretty
Munisa.
far away from Finnish tango. However, I think the idea of Erika as the designated communicator for a society that is notoriously reluctant to communicate is very central to her pop career, and Ich Komme in particular. After Erika's reign as queen, she tried to transition into something more mainstream, but her first post-tango singles were generic electro-pop. Neither she nor the record label were happy with the result, and her planned first album never materialized. That could have been the last dance for our tango queen. But in 2020, Erika's career was reborn after an electrifying performance at the Finnish national final, UMK. Chicholina was inspired by two women who would become Erika's role models. First, there's the Hungarian-Italian Ilona Chicholina,
We know her.
who Erika saw in a documentary. To call Chicholina a porn star
What documentary?
would be accurate, but
Is that how we call them now? Is that how we call them now for the children? Documentaries. Okay, sure.
also a massive disservice to a truly fascinating woman. She first ran for Italian parliament in 1979 and actually
she was a
served from
politician.
1987 to 1991. She recorded albums. She was the muse and wife of the artist Jeff Koons, who eventually divorced her because she refused to stop making porn. But Erika's song doesn't mention any of this. It focuses on Chicholina's fearless embrace of free love in a conservative society. As Erika
This song is so
explained,
beautiful.
it encourages people to be free and carefree, and thereby enjoy their lives. To not live this life guided by fears, but to be proud of who we are. Here's something to remember for when we get to Ich Komme in a minute. Chicholina's first claim to fame was hosting a sex radio show, sort of a proto-love line for you Americans. And one of her main messages was that women should insist that their enjoyment matters.
Dove praticamente facevo l'informazione e educazione sessuale, addirittura vietere, che poi la stessa informazione e educazione sessuale nelle scuole.
The other woman who inspired this song was Kika,
Kika.
a fellow native of the city of Tampere. Kika specialized in sexual songs full of double meanings. One of her biggest hits was Tartu Tiukasti Hanurin, or Grab the Accordion Firmly.
Bro, okay. I think I will write down everything. I have so many stuff to check out very soon. We definitely need to make some live stream and react to all of this.
And today I learned that the Finnish word for accordion can also mean butt for some reason. In 1992, Kika actually competed to go to Eurovision, but got eliminated despite lyrics like this. Kika died of a heart attack in 2005 at the age of only 41.
That is so fucking sad. Oh my god, no.
When Erika released Chicholina, she told the newspaper, "I feel a connection to what Kika did in her time. She has been an important pioneer in Finnish entertainment. Let's hope that this
Poor
song of mine
Kika.
is a tribute to her." When the Kika biopic came out 2 years later, Erika wrote the movie's theme song, and even addressed part of it directly to Kika.
Oh, there's a movie.
Chicholina won.
That was a beautiful line. That was a beautiful line. You taught me to travel my path bravely because the two nice ones rarely write history. Wow. Wow. Definitely. It's a very good feminist line. I love it. I love it. Beautiful line.
Chicholina won the televote at UMK, but finished only third in the jury vote, ultimately coming in second. Of course, Eurovision 2020 never happened,
song?
so oh well. Chicholina was
okay.
Erika's first song to chart, peaking at number 5 in Finland. And it established a persona for her that she has stuck to ever since. She sings sexual, playful songs like Kika, but they're songs with a deeper message, trying to broaden minds and start conversations the way Chicholina did. Erika's next song was Sintisten Pötä, the sin
Syntisten pöytä.
dinner's table, and it was about eating lunch with the cool kids.
I've never heard this song.
Around this time, Vikman started to call herself the B word. Oh, no, not that B word.
Sä olet käyttänyt itsestäsi määritelmää seksistä laulava bimbo. Niin miksi sä oot halunnut kutsua itse?
I love the Finnish accent so much.
Mun mielestä ei bimbo ole mikään haukkumanimi. Miten kehtaat olla
Of course, we use it all the time in Italy. It just means baby.
tuollainen, että häpeäisit. Ja sit mä oon silleen niin kuin mietin, että mulla on tosi niin kuin vapaa olo, kun mä saan vaan olla minä.
Her other songs include a tribute to Elizabeth Taylor, a song about how sex work is no different than any other job, and a duet with a certain mustachioed gentleman. Yep, that's her, whipping the hell out of Kerja in their 2024 song Ruoska. He's becoming quite the kingmaker.
I haven't checked out that song yet. Maybe I should check out that performance, right?
Having basically anointed both
That's so
Erika
cool.
and Tommy Cash this year. If you want to know who's going to Eurovision in the future, just look at who Kerja duets with. Sweden, you know what you got to do in 2026. Now, while
it
promoting
was really good,
Ruoska,
that
which
one.
means whip, Erika happily leaned into the BDSM angle, saying she'd like to
Sauli
whip
Niinistö.
the ex-president of Finland. But this wouldn't be an Erika song without a deeper message. The music video for Ruoska features real social media comments directed at Erika and Kerja. For instance, I'm sick and embarrassed of Erika Vikman, the least erotic woman in Finland. Almost naked and overweight, she's lost her sense of reality. On her Instagram, Erika asked, "Do you want..."
Wait, let's try to... Haluatko sä elää tällaisessa maailmassa? Okay, do you want to live like this internationally? Something like that.
to live in a world like this?
Do you want to live in a world like this? Fuck. Okay, I need to improve.
Tango singer, Erika had to express deep emotions most Finns never could. In her rebranded pop career, Erika was expressing a joyful, unashamed sexuality that most Finns never could.
Mä oon koko ajan niin kuin venyttänyt tavallaan sitä rajaa, että mä en jaksa niin kuin pelätä.
And finally, that brings us to Ich Komme, which is sort of the climax to everything her career has been building to.
I mean, this video is really nice, you know? I've never thought it this way. I mean, I didn't even know about her career, so wow. Shout out to this YouTube channel. There's a link in the description to show him some love. Go and check it out and subscribe because wow, I had no idea. I'm so excited to check out this video. The video.
I'll have what she's having.
After all that stuff about Erika's meteoric ascent, would it surprise you to learn that she is not the biggest star behind this song? Erika has 5 singles in the top 10 and only one #1 hit, and that was the one with Kerja. But Erika isn't the writer of Ich Komme. That would be Christel Rusberg, aka Kisu, and her husband Jori. Kisu had 7 singles in the top 10 between...
Oh, Kisu. I really love the Sabotage song that she made.
In 2007 and 2016, 3 of which were #1 hits. Kisu's music doesn't have that big jump jams energy of Ich Komme, but the feminist themes are certainly there. One of her biggest hits was about a woman who fantasizes about tying her abusive boyfriend to a chair and cutting off his fingers.
Oh my god!
Erika approached Kisu and
Girlfriend material.
Jori and asked them to write her a Eurovision song. A week later, they sent her the demo, and she immediately knew that all 3 of them would be coming together in Basel, if you know what I mean.
Kisu,
But surprisingly,
wait, don't skip it like that.
If you know what I mean.
Can't read that fast. Had some hilariously awful publicity in 2012. Finnish police raided a home to confiscate a Winnie the Pooh laptop owned by a 9-year-old girl. The camera video downloaded. What the hell? Is this really happening? The media dubbed this Kisu Gate actually was not aware that the other countries were using the gate suffix to denote scandals. The hell? I've never heard in my life that someone gets their house raided for downloading illegally songs. The hell?
But surprisingly, Ich Komme has some stiff competition for the title of horniest song at Eurovision this year.
They drink my milk all across the land.
Yeah! I mean, there are many very sexual songs this year. Even the Maltese one, there are so many.
What a taste of the milkshake.
Both these songs are playful, energetic celebrations of how DTF their singers are.
We have to get these together.
I think that would be extraordinarily dangerous.
But there's a big difference between these two songs. There's nothing unusual or progressive about an uncomfortably hot Australian rules football player hooking up with anything that moves. That's basically...
Oh, he's actually... Wait. The milkshake man is actually a professional Aussie rules player. What the hell? I had no idea.
How Eric Bana was created. But we know Erika's songs tend to have a broader feminist message, and this one is no different. It turns out that Finland is facing a crisis. Basically, Finnish ladies are having trouble finishing. No rim shot there. This is actually a serious problem. Let's take a look at an academic paper from 2016. The synopsis states, this study presents long-term trends and determinants of female orgasms in Finland, and it starts out promisingly. An important enduring element in Finnish society is the equal and independent position of women. This can be seen in the realm of politics, education, paid work, and the division of labor in the home. Finland is #1 in the world in gender equity, along with Sweden. But does gender equity transfer over to other kinds of equity? A major challenge in Finnish sexuality is the declining trends in female sexual satisfaction and orgasm. Over 16 years, women's orgasmic capacity has declined considerably, from 56% of women experiencing orgasm in intercourse always or nearly always in 1999 to 46% in 2015. The improvements in gender equality and sexual education since the 1970s have not helped women to become more...
What? What?
Orgasmic. So, what's the problem, Finnish women? Well, in 2024, there was a study comparing sexual and relationship satisfaction between Finland, the Scandinavian countries, France, and the UK. Finland finished dead last for sexual satisfaction. Look at France over there on the left side smoking a cigarette. But look at this. Finland had the second highest percentage of...
Because France, they can, if they cannot reach the orgasm, they can always use the long baguettes, you know?
people who talked to their partners about sex less than once a month. Only the UK had less sexual communication, really rocking that on Chesil Beach energy. And here's the kicker. Finland had the second highest percentage of people who said they wanted to become better at communicating about sex, right behind... Okay, you know what, France? You need a hobby. Learn pickleball. Start painting...
Why is Italy not at all that? Oh, I think it was not included, Italy, in the whole thing. Yeah.
Warhammer figurines. Just...
But I feel like this stuff is total bullshit, you know? People always lie about sex when they get interviewed, so you cannot really rely on those kind of stuff, right? I don't know. Everyone always tends to exaggerate. Oh, I'm the best in bed. Oh, yes, we do it 10 times a day. Yeah, come on. Nobody believes this bullshit, right?
Stop being so horny all the time. Okay, I have a theory here. The Finns are socialized to be introverted and reluctant to share, as Morley Safer learned in 1993. But you know what really requires intimate, open communication? Fortnite duos. Also sex. And that explains why Komme is more than a dirty joke. Erika takes tremendous pride in inspiring women to be brave. Brave enough to wear the leopard print dress in the club, brave enough to stand up to online bullying, and maybe brave enough to insist on equity in the bedroom as well as the boardroom.
Tuntuu, että voimaantuminen on jo aika kulutettu sana, mutta siis tosi monet myös voimautuu siitä, mitä niin kuin mä syötän tonne.
Now, a lot of people think of this as the female orgasm song. And yes, but also no. That's not what's important here. This is a song about sexual communication, and that's what makes it interesting. Compare it to I Touch Myself by the Australian band Divinals, which is about going down under. Or compare it to What a Man, where Salt and Pepper...
I love these dad jokes. Oh my god, they're so appropriate.
...are bragging about how good their men are in bed, but to each other, not to the men themselves.
My man gives real love, and that's why I call
him.
He's not a ram bam, thank you, ma'am, he's a thriller.
In
I love that
Komme,
song.
Erika is speaking directly to her lover. And it's not a song about what she wants him to do to her or what she's going to do to him. Komme insists on equality, perhaps fittingly considering what number Eurovision this is.
69, dudes!
But when she performs the song live, the meaning of you starts to change. It feels like she's not speaking to a hypothetical lover, but to the entire crowd. Listen to the song's ending. The final chorus repeats ich komme, faster and faster, only to cut off mid-note in an act of coitus interruptus musicalis. At first, we wondered whether this was a commentary about voyeurism and boundaries, giving Erika a small, private space for the song's most intimate moment that we don't get to share. Turns out the original version of the song was just slightly longer than the 3-minute Eurovision limit, so they cut it off early.
Me oli pakko se demo lopettaa kuin seinään. Ja sit lopulta kaikki rakastui siihen ihanaan loppuun, joka loppuu kuin seinään.
But while the recorded version leaves the listener hanging, the live version has the opposite effect. There's this momentary silence, and then the roar of the crowd surges up to complete the song.
Yeah, that is the
it's
best.
Almost like we're the ones who get the release, which makes it both literally and figuratively
I've never thought it that way.
crowd-pleasing ending. Okay, so that's the deeper message, but none
I
of
don't
that
feel like
answers the
reading, I'm
question,
sorry.
why German? The song is in Finnish, except a few phrases, including the two most important words. One answer, Erika speaks German. She studied it for 9 years in school and credits her German teacher for introducing her to Rammstein and Nina Hagen, a feminist punk rocker. Incidentally, Nina Hagen might be an inspiration for Ich komme. She once gave an infamous demonstration on the talk show Club 2 that resulted in the host getting fired. German is also the most popular of Switzerland's 4 official languages, so maybe Erika is cozying up to the host country. But there's a more important reason. For an older generation of Finns, German will...
Yeah, I don't think that will actually work. I mean, Swiss Germans speak a language that is pretty much different. So, yeah, I don't think they will like a song in standard German.
Always be the language of porn. Professor Susanna Passonen wrote an article titled Healthy Sex and Pop Porn, Pornography, Feminism, and the Finnish Context back in 2009. Unlike Denmark or Sweden, which decriminalized audiovisual pornography in 1969 and 1971 and became important producers and exporters of porn, Finland had fairly strict legislation concerning pornography until the late 1990s. Films faced more systematic censorship and became available only in select theaters, while films and videos imported illegally from Sweden, Denmark, and West Germany were sold under the counter in tobacco shops and sex shops. In 2009, there was a Finnish movie called Ruperi about Helsinki gangsters in the 60s and 70s. In one scene, they're busted by undercover cops for selling black market foreign pornography.
Seilorit tuo mulle niin kuumaa kamaa Ruotsista ja Tanskasta, että pitää olla asbestihanskat kädessä ja itsekypärä päässä, kun niitä käsittelee.
We were curious if Professor Passonen, who now teaches media studies at the University of Turku, had any thoughts about Ich komme, so we went ahead and asked her. Well, my two cents is that, indeed, the abundance of 1980s German porn in particular has, even among younger generations, such as Erika's, left us with something of a cultural trope/stereotype. In German porn, there's always a guy called Gunther with a porn stash who, at a climactic point of the action, exclaims, Ich komme. This would be one bit of German known by people not speaking the language. Thank you very much, Professor. I'm glad to know that porn stashes are universal. In fact, the association of Germans and porn is so strong in the Nordic countries, a Eurodance singer built his whole career on it.
Ooh la la, teeny weeny string bikini.
This is Gunther. He is a Swedish guy pretending to be a German guy with a porn stash. Well, he's not pretending about the porn stash. That part is real. And it's spectacular. In 2004, Gunther's Ding Dong song was a #1 hit in Sweden and a #16 hit in Finland.
I need to react to this song.
So this meme that Kisu is riffing on has been around for a while now. That voice that says wunderbar? That feels like a Gunta reference.
Oh!
And this way of masking some of the dirtiness with cultural allusions is a big part of what makes Ich Komme so fun. And it's a perfect segue into another thing that's linguistically interesting. There are 3 places in the lyrics where Erika uses a dialect of Finnish. By dialect, I don't mean a whole different language. It's like how in the American South people say fixin' to as a synonym for about to, or bless your heart as a synonym for eat a. He emailed Ali Taminen, who works for a government agency called the Institute for the Languages of Finland. Ali's professional opinion is that since Erika is using only 3 words in dialect, it's hard to be sure what specific dialect it is. But a good guess, based on the context of the song, is that this is Savo. The Savonians are a rural people who are infamous for their indirect style of speaking. Hidden meanings are kind of their thing, and there's a long history of Finnish entertainment featuring a wily Savonian smooth talker. One of the most famous Finnish comedians ever was a Savonian named Spede Pasanen, who once explained, "A Savonian never tells a thing exactly like it is."
This is the game.
Bro, what the hell? The guy from Spede Show.
Oh, this is humor.
So here's Ali's breakdown of the Savo joke.
Oh my
in the
God.
song. It comes right at the end of the chorus before Wunderbar. Erika sings, "Et talast se anku loven lanke." That last word,
my God.
lanke, is a conjugated form of a verb meaning to fall. Loven is the word in dialect. In traditional Finnish, it would be pronounced loven. It means a notch or a hole. Budjetissa lovi is a budget hole, for example. More relevant here, lovi by itself can be slang for something anatomical. But lovi can also refer to a supernatural place in Finnish mythology, a kind of hole between the real world and the spirit world. So loven, lankea, might also be translated as to fall into a trance. It's a happy coincidence that lovi sounds a lot like the English word love. So it's kind of a triple entendre. To fall in love, to fall into a trance, or to fall into a... Am I allowed to say vagina on YouTube? But why use the dialect at all?
I say shit all the time and they still haven't banned my channel, so you can say whatever you want. Wait. Oh my God. What was the one that the guy in Summer Car always say? Pittuja kevalla. No, I don't remember anymore. Yeah. I need to play my Summer Car more often. Come on.
The pun would still work fine without it. Lovain isn't that different from Lovain. Well, it turns out that the Savonians have a long history of dirty wordplay. If you were watching all of Eurovision 2024, you may have caught Kärja performing in the second semifinal. As his introduction, they played a little bit of a famous Finnish song called Ievan Polka, which is in this Savo dialect.
I love that.
It's full of absolutely filthy lyrics that are disguised as innocent ones, and it was written in 1928. So Erika is actually continuing a proud Finnish tradition of using Savo to sneak in dirty jokes under the radar.
I love that.
She's using the dialect in the same way she uses the German phrase. It brings in all these associations that go beyond a simple translation. This song gets lumped together with Serving as 2 fun, mildly scandalous girl power anthems. But in one important way, they are totally different. Serving revels in rubbing its cunning linguistics in your face, at least in the original version. With Ich Komme, hiding the dirty stuff is half the fun. Like Kika, like Spede Pasanen, like whoever invented the dance that's clearly just an excuse to feel up the German TV host. As modern as Ich Komme feels, it's actually, weirdly, traditional. Ich Komme was an immediate hit in Finland, and it even got played at the Finland versus USA hockey game in February.
Wow.
One of their main options, the shooter in the left circle.
But predictably, the song has made some people uncomfortable. It was condemned in a press release from the youth wing of Finland's National Coalition Party, whose members apparently never want a woman to touch.
It's okay. Whenever you... Okay, my camera has gone again. Whenever you're making people feel uncomfortable and talk shit about you, you made it. You made it.
Touch them ever again. A columnist in the newspaper Iltalehti wrote, Vikman's uninhibitedness and open enjoyment of her own body are downright blasphemous in a country where shame and modesty are virtues and where everyone wears the same dark blue winter coat. But the world is changing. The genie is already out of the bottle. And even though old power structures are struggling, every woman like Erika Vikman pushes them a little further into the past. And that might have been a nice place to end this video, if the EBU hadn't decided that Erika Vikman was too hot for TV. On March 13th, Erika announced that producers had told her she'll need to tone down her performance for Eurovision.
Oh my God.
Specifically, the latex costume was going to be a problem. We talked about how Erika's bimbo persona is about empowering women rather than conforming to the male gaze, and her outfits are no exception. Because she's not model thin in the way pop stars are expected to be, dressing in a sexual way becomes a statement against those body standards.
Niin kun mä saan niin paljon viestejä naisilta, jotka on silleen, olin menossa yökerhoon ja minulla oli sellainen todella kireä pantterimekko. Ja mietin, että uskallanko laittaa tätä kireää pantterimekkoa, jossa olen kuin makkarankuori. No sitten ajattelin, mitä Erika Vikman tekisi. Ja sitten uskalsin laittaa sen mekon, ja minulla oli niin hyvä ja itsevarma olo.
That is amazing.
The EBU censorship had people suspicious that maybe Erika's body or her sex positivity was being singled out. Erika compared her outfits to Finland's last two Eurovision acts, saying, "The funny thing about this is I have more clothes than Käärijä or Windows 95 Man."
Yeah, exactly.
Something about femininity scares people an awful lot. But
She's
is this
right
a double
about
standard
that.
or simply a new normal? 2024 was not great for the Eurovision brand. In fact, PR Daily ran a piece called Learn from Eurovision 2024's Brand Blunders. Eurovision itself was also trying to learn from Eurovision 2024's brand blunders, and after an independent review process, they announced a plan in July. There were 3 areas of development: EBU governance and participation, safety and risk management, and ensuring a general audience show. The third one aimed to ensure that the ESC continues to be an all-audience show appealing to a broad primetime audience of all ages. This might have been a subtweet of Ollie Alexander and Bambi Thug, but this is also a general movement in pop culture right now. Less than a month after this press release, the Paris Olympics opening ceremony was criticized for including LGBTQ performers in a tableau that seemed to be mocking the Last Supper. Never mind that the actual inspiration was Greek mythology. If the pendulum continues to swing right, this is going to be a continuing struggle for Eurovision in particular, which prides itself on inclusivity and diversity, but also prides itself on having one of the broadest audiences in the world. As we say in America, Eurovision wants to be a big tent. But in a highly polarized age, how big can the tent get before it falls down? Anyway, Erika actually seemed pretty chill about the censorship, sharing her new and improved costume on TikTok.
Oh my God, I love her. I love her. She's the best. Bro, she's the best. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, please, Erika, go in Eurovision and say it to everyone that they wanted you to dress like that. Oh my God.
Muija Sveitsiin. Niin, se on kiinnostava nähdä, että miten se latex-muija otetaan silleen vastaan eri Euroopan maissa. Tai mulla on sellainen olo, että mulla on tehtävä.
So let's see if we can bring this home. After her initial record deal went nowhere, Erika participated in a singing competition TV show in 2017. On Tadet Tadet, you perform covers in a different style each week. Erika channeled Madonna, Adele, Axl Rose, even 50 Cent. She actually seems both into having sex and making love. Anyway, it was an impressive display of talent, but it was also a great metaphor for how her career had stalled out. The ex-Tango queen wasn't sure who she wanted to be and didn't have a voice of her own.
Mitä on tässä muutamassa vuodessa tapahtunut?
No tässä on tapahtunut kyllä sellaista niin kuin kasvua sekä ihmisenä että artistina ja myös oman arvon tunnon löytymistä. Rohkeutta sanoa ääneen, mitä haluaa ja mikä olisi se mun visio musiikillisesti kautta vaikka ihan siis lookin puolesta.
Connecting with Chicholina and Kika gave her an identity. She reinvented herself as sexual but self-mocking, fun, but with an important message to share. And in a fiercely private country, that makes her not just a star, but an icon.
Sä oot todella rohkea. Sä oot mun mielestä varmaan niin kuin yksi rohkeimpia artisteja.
Like Cha 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 2 years ago, Komme is a song that feels both personal and meaningful to the whole country, fresh and modern while drawing inspiration from tradition. And if she somehow wins, that victory is going to be as sweet as delicious Finnish candy. We'll see you next time. Oh.
Oh my god, 33 minutes of video just flew by. It was an amazing video. Wait, do we have something else?
Next year, I'm gonna need a way better bribe if they want me to do Finland again. Like a whole freezer of reindeer meat. Wait.
Wait, oh my god, no. This video was incredible. This video was incredible. I didn't know all of this about Erika Vikman. Yeah, I definitely want to learn more about her. Can you tell me some more details about her career? If you want me to definitely react to some videos where Erika Vikman performed in the past, yeah, I mean, wow, this was an incredible video. This was an incredible video for sure. Thank you so much, Elina, again, for sending me this recommendation. And thank you so much all for watching my videos and support me in this journey learning about your beautiful country. Thank you so much. Wish you all a nice weekend. See you soon.